There are very few things in the football world that you can't imagine without. And one of the most obvious things is Johan Cruyff's time at Barcelona. We all know it was a game changer for our beloved sport. We cannot imagine football without Cruyff's time at Barca. Barcelona's legacy after World War II has Johan Cruyff's prominent footprints. What Bill Shankly was for Liverpool, what Arrigo Sacchi was for AC Milan, what Sir Alex Ferguson was for Manchester United, Johan Cruyff was that for Barcelona. A messiah. But what if Johan Cruyff had never arrived at Barcelona in the first place? How would that have impacted Barcelona and its famed La Masia Academy? Would Barcelona still be this successful? Let's indulge in some intriguing hypotheticals. Johan Cruyff and Barcelona. August 13th, 1973 is etched in every Barcelona fan's brain. The day a lanky Dutchman walked into the Camp Nou and the hearts of Barcelona fans. It was the day Johan Cruyff signed with Barcelona. Cruyff arrived at Barcelona as a superstar. He was already a Ballon d'Or winner thrice, with multiple league titles and European Cups with Ajax. Cruyff is more remembered for his managerial stint at Barcelona, but boy, didn't he have an impact on his playing days as well. Cruyff helped Barcelona win their first La Liga in 14 years when they piped their arch-nemesis Real Madrid and thrashed them 5-0 at the Bernabeu to lift the league title. It's the stuff of legend from a living legend. Cruyff also won a Copa del Rey with Barcelona to cement his legacy as a player with Barcelona. But what came next made him an absolute icon of the game. Cruyff took up management after retirement, after a few more brief spells at different clubs in America, and then back home in the Netherlands. Cruyff, total football and the dream team. After retiring, Johan Cruyff returned to Ajax and took over the managerial reins. At Ajax, Cruyff deployed a unique system in which he would deploy three ball-playing defenders. A defensive midfielder working as a sweeper in front of them, two box-to-box midfielders to link the defense with the attack, a second striker, two wide-line hugging wingers, and a mobile forward. Cruyff developed this system at Ajax, won the European Cup Winners' Cup, and a couple of domestic cups, and then perfected the formation at Barcelona. That formation was nicknamed the Total Football by fans and pundits alike. Cruyff's system helped Ajax win the 1995 European Cup. At Barcelona, though, Cruyff would take football to the next level. When Cruyff arrived at Barcelona as a manager, they were down in the dumps. Record low attendance, bad results, worse performances, and overall doom and gloom had spread over the Catalan club. Enter Johan Cruyff. Cruyff got into the act immediately, building his team around Pep Guardiola, Ronald Koeman, Hristo Stoichkov, and Michael Laudrup. He promoted La Masia players and made them part of his system. Cruyff's attacking gameplay wasn't limited to the first team. Even La Masia played with intent and flair similar to the first teams. Cruyff revamped the academy and ensured the boys coming through La Masia would learn the Barcelona way of playing. They would make the natural transition into the first team, a history-defining decision that Barcelona is still reaping the rewards of today. Cruyff's dream team paid immediate dividends as they won 4 consecutive La Liga titles. Winning 4 league titles on the bounce is no easy feat, but that makes Cruyff's time at Barcelona iconic. They didn't just beat teams, they humiliated them. The attacking flair matched with panache was a sight to behold. Barcelona also won the European Cup, beating Sampdoria and a European Cup Winners' Cup by beating the same opponents. Cruyff won 11 trophies as Barcelona's manager, the most by a manager in Barcelona's history. Of course, Cruyff's prodigy Pep Guardiola surpassed his master by winning 15 trophies with Barca, using the same philosophy of controlling the game with attacking flair but with a twist. Cruyff brought the fans back to the Camp Nou. The fans would travel in hordes to European games away from home and the finals they reached. The mood around the football club turned from gloomy to vibrant. Cruyff had given the club back to its fans. Barcelona was now one of the most feared sides in Europe. Barcelona is what it is today and owes almost everything to Johan Cruyff. He resurrected a dead giant. To think that Barcelona was on the verge of becoming just another run-of-the-mill La Liga club and that the league would have become a Real Madrid monopoly for decades is a very scary thought. Now that we know how big Johan Cruyff was for Barcelona, we can consider what would have happened to Barcelona if he had decided to stay at Ajax and become a one-club man. A Barcelona freefall. As we mentioned before, Barcelona was in dire straits before Johan Cruyff arrived at Barcelona as a player. That streak would have continued had the legendary Dutchman stayed put at Ajax. With dwindling attendances, record-low crowds, unattractive playing style, and a just-above-average squad that was barely going to turn around the situation itself, Cruyff started the upward trend by winning La Liga, their first in 14 years when he played for them. Barcelona was just another La Liga team, and if Cruyff hadn't taken his managerial talents to the Catalan club, our money would still be on Barcelona to be a struggling giant club. Success is not guaranteed, you have to earn it. And without Cruyff, Barcelona wouldn't have become a household name today. Cruyff and his dream team laid the foundation for Barcelona's success. Without them, Barcelona would be a mid-table club trying to get into Europe every year. The La Masia resurrection. Would there ever have been Lionel Messi without Johan Cruyff? A resounding no. One of the first things Johan Cruyff did when he took over Barcelona's managerial duties was revamp La Masia. There was talent in the academy, but Barcelona could not get the best out of it. Cruyff took La Masia under his wing and made them play similarly to the first team. By doing that, the La Masia youngsters had a smoother transition into the first team, and their chances of succeeding increased significantly. La Masia, alongside Ajax's academy, is considered one of the greatest youth academies in the world today. And guess who was involved in both clubs? Johan Cruyff. It is crazy that we have seen several household names from Barcelona's academy since the turn of the millennium. Just look at the names involved in making Barcelona one of the greatest clubs in the modern world. Carles Puyol, Gerard Piqué, Andrés Iniesta, Xavi, Sergio Busquets, and the current wunderkind, Lamine Yamal. These great names have come out of La Masia and are a great product of Johan Cruyff's vision. Barcelona really owes a lot to Johan Cruyff and his vision. Pep Guardiola. One of the greatest gifts Johan Cruyff gave to Barcelona was Pep Guardiola. First, he integrated Pep into his dream team, making him a world-class sweeper. Guardiola learned the position and tactics quickly, memorized them, and then used them to devastating effect. Guardiola won many trophies as a player, but his managerial career dwarfed his playing career. Taking inspiration from Johan Cruyff's total football philosophy, Guardiola created his own Tiki-Taka philosophy. A philosophy so dominant that opponents would run out of stamina but still couldn't get anywhere near the ball. Cruyff's philosophy was an all-out attack philosophy that would just run over teams. Meanwhile, Guardiola's philosophy was to keep possession until the opponents sat down and let Barcelona score because there was no way they were dispossessing his team. Guardiola has dominated every league he has managed in. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Manchester City greatly benefited from this Johan Cruyff prodigy. Guardiola himself credits Cruyff with a lot of his ball knowledge. And why wouldn't he? He is what he is today because of the great Dutchman. The final word. The funny thing about Johan Cruyff is that he didn't need a managerial career to become an icon. He was already an iconic figure in the football world because of his exploits as a player for his country and clubs. But the world, and especially Barcelona, would have been a poor place if Cruyff hadn't decided to become a manager and introduced his total football philosophy. Countless managers and players credit Johan Cruyff's philosophy for their success, and Barcelona owes every bit of their modern greatness to the legend that is Johan Cruyff. We will end the video with Johan Cruyff's iconic quote: "Winning is just one day. A reputation can last a lifetime." Winning is an important thing, but to have your own style, to have people copy you, to admire you, that is the greatest gift.